Yo guys, so I decided I wanted to make a guide on how to play the Legion most efficiently and effectively, or to teach those who don't know how to play the Legion better ways to play him, that way you can understand him and don't get trashed on by survivors. So I don't have my optimal perks because I did prestige him, so I'm not going to have the perks that I'm going to suggest, and I will make sure to leave those in the description. I'll also mention which perks I think you should use, as well as what add-ons I think you should use. But to start off, I'm going to explain his ability. It's kind of wordy. I'll try to summarize basically what it does. So basically, your ability is Feral Frenzy, and what that lets you do is it lets you sprint after survivors, it lets you vault pallets, and your missed attacks, they have basically no cooldown. So when you hit a survivor, whether they're injured or healthy, it puts them into a deep wound state. What the deep wound status effect does is it slowly ticks down. It has to be outside of chase. It doesn't tick down while you're chasing them. And it's kind of like a borrowed time timer, how it used to be. And it slowly ticks down. And you have to mend it off. And while you're mending it, the timer still digresses. But as long as they are mending, it won't down them. If a survivor fails to completely mend it, they will die or go into the dying state, and it will reveal their location. While you're using frenzy as well, your terror radius is also increased, and when you hit somebody who is not in the deep wound state, it completely refreshes your frenzy duration. Now this is important because what you want to do is, when you see a survivor, you want to smack them with your ability, right? It'll refresh your frenzy. And another part of his power is that if somebody is in your terror radius while somebody has deep wound, what that will do is it will show everybody else's location via this aura that he has. You'll see it in the video. It's kind of like a honeycomb looking. So basically, you want to leave them and you want to go after more survivors, and you want to injure as many people as you can before pursuing your final target. And now the perks that I'm using, these aren't the perks that I'll suggest, and I'll let you know which ones I do suggest. I'm running Discordance, which shows if 2 or more survivors are working on a generator. It highlights the gen. Hex Ruin, basically, while you're working on a gen, the skill checks, good skill checks basically digress or regress the generator, and then the great ones do nothing, like a regular skill check. The Natophobia, based on how many people are injured, it gives a reduced action speed. Agitation lets me transport bodies faster, and then it also increases my terror radius. And now for the add-ons, in my personal opinion, what I think are the better ones are ones that increase your Feral Frenzy duration. That way you can run further. Now, the add-ons that I'm going to tell you, I don't have them, but the ones that I do suggest are, it's going to be Strider, which lets you hear injured breathing as well as the breathing of others. They'll be louder. You're going to want to run Distressing to increase your terror radius by X%, depending on whatever rank it is. Then you're going to want to run Monitor and Abuse, which what that does is if you're not in a chase, it decreases your terror radius, but if you are in a chase, it increases your terror radius. So basically, you're going to get into a chase, and you're going to hit them, so you're going to be in a chase, and your terror radius is going to be massive, which will show you more people in your terror radius, right? So, and then the 4th perk, it can be kind of whatever you want. You can run Barbecue, you can run Thanatophobia, you can run Hex Ruin. It's really up to you. But I think those are the most optimal perks, and I'll make sure to leave them down in the description. And then the add-ons are things that increase your Feral Frenzy. So I'm going to kind of show you how it works. I'm just going to hop into a game, and we'll get right into it, and I'll show you guys what to do. Alright, we got the new map. I don't really like this map. There's a lot of good loops for survivors, but we're gonna kind of embrace it. So basically, of course, you just want to find a survivor to begin with. You just kind of walk around, check on the gens, all that jazz. I'm not really gonna guard my Hex Ruin because it's only rank 1, so I don't really care that much about it. But basically, okay. So what you're gonna do is you want to hit people. You're gonna look around. And if there is anybody else that you can see the honeycomb kind of, you know, revealing aura, you're going to want to go after them. You're going to immediately want to drop the chase with whoever you hit already. And you want to embrace the second guy. And then you look. Is there anybody else? If there's not, that's when you pursue the chase. And you kind of want to lose the frenzy instead of hitting them again, because it's just kind of better and easier to hit them. And then you just, you know, rinse and repeat. This guy might have D-strike though, because it is Lori. Yeah, we're gonna have to juggle. This guy's lagging a bit. So we're gonna want to bring him to the hook. I don't want my game to get slowed down because of D-strike, so there we go. And then we're just gonna want to be on our jolly way to gens. So you see how that's highlighted in yellow? What that means is discordance is procced, which means there are 2 people on this generator. And as you can see, this guy has no mither, so it probably won't even be worth going after him with the ability. I don't know if this guy is dead hard because he's not looking behind him, so we're just going to swing in. Oh, yep. He indeed has it. And we're just going to basically want to keep chasing him. And then get him down. Really? Alright, well, we got the flashlight boys right in the penis. So, we're basically... Alright. So we see her, so we're going to want to hit her. And we're going to look around. We don't see anybody else in the terror radius, so we're going to want to chase her. That flashlight really slowed the game down, but we'll be fine. And you just want to keep chasing. Now, if you see anybody else, you're definitely going to want to leave her and get the deep wound on other people. And how she threw the pallet down, we're basically just want to hit her again. And I think she's going to linger around here. So we're going to go ahead and break it. She's going to try and flashlight us, so we're going to keep following. And then we're just going to down her. She might have dead hard, so we're going to get in a little closer and get the melee. So now we just got to be aware. If you want to know how to counter the flashlight, what you want to do is you want to spam R to drop the survivor. That's what the default is. I didn't think she was going to get the stun on me, so I didn't bother. But I could have countered that, but that's how you would counter that. So you don't drop them with the flashlight. And then we see the Lori over there. We're going to pretend we didn't see her. Okay, she knows we see her now. We're going to want to chase this Lori. You want to make sure you don't get kind of trolled by sprint burst. And then we're just going to go after dead hard guy. You have to remember he has dead hard because he used it the first time. And then we're just going to knock him down. Yep, there he goes. He's probably going to use... Nope, not going to use the window. We should be able to down him right here. So, I mean, the killer's not really that hard to play, and he's really fun. And then, you know, you just keep going. Like any normal game. You still want to gen guard. You still want to, you know, kick some gens. And you see the Lori right here, so we're going to go after her. I believe she has sprint burst. I don't quite know where she went. She went this way. And then we're just going to kind of chase her. We're going to go ahead and frenzy. We're going to get her. We're going to look for anybody else. You see there's nobody else in the terror radius. So we're going to go ahead and drop this. And we're going to go towards the hook. Because there's going to be people there. We got her. Alright. This guy has dead hard, but we're going to chase him. Let's see if he stuns me. We're going to go ahead and smack him with this. And then we're going to go after other people. And then we're going to keep going towards the honeycomb. So we're just going to keep going. So that's basically what this guy is he's a trickle. He's a trickle killer. We're going to down or hit her again. That way we can just break this pallet. And then we're going to pursue her. But you always drop your current chase to go find more people. Okay, so she does have D-strike, so we're pretty much going to have to eat it. It's kind of unfortunate, but... We're gonna hit the wall. Maybe she'll miss it. She may have missed it or she may have saved it. We don't know yet. So they're cranking out gens, but we're getting some hooks, so we're good, we're good. And everybody's injured, so we're kind of slowing it down with thanatophobia. We got some scratch marks right here. We got another one. Alright, cool. Now, you really don't need to use Frenzy if, like, it's not going to benefit you. Because hitting an injured survivor with Frenzy will only... The only thing it will do is reveal the other people. That's, like, the main thing. Okay, so they're cranking out gens. I don't know if they're going to go save that guy, but we're going to go after the no mither, which is right here. We're going to try and cut him off if we can. And then we're just going to... Good dead hard. And then we're going to down him right here. Unless we miss. And we got the basement right there, so we could stick him right in the basement. Uh-oh. Everybody's getting saved, which is fine, which means they're not on generators. So we're gonna stick our boy right here in the basement. And they got unhooked last over here, so we're gonna want to stay in this area, kind of check it out. There they are. And we're gonna want to hit them. We're gonna want to follow her. She's over here. This is why you take the increased, you see somebody's over here, so you want to go after them. You always drop the chase. Always. So now we got everybody, almost everybody injured, which is good. And just keep chasing. Just want to keep chasing the lorry. She might have her D-strike. We got to keep that in mind. We see somebody to our right. So they're all going to go over there and heal. But we want to keep this chase on. Because we want to get the bloodlust because we're relatively slow. She messed up. And she's lagging too. And then we want to break her to a hook, and that's going to be her death. Unless she still has D-strike. She does not. Okay. So, get her out of the game. And then we keep going. Everybody has been hooked pretty decently, and everybody's injured, which means thanatophobia is being a real pain in the butt. So nobody's on this gen. We're going to keep looking. There they are. They're over there. More than likely healing. Or was it a diversion? One of the two. But they are up there indeed. She has balanced landing, but we're going to go ahead and knock her down here. And then we're going to go hook her. Kick this gen. And I think everybody is on their final hook. So all we got to do is keep the momentum going. We're going to check this. Okay. We want to keep these three gens because they're close to each other. That one over there can kind of get finished. We're going to kind of rely. Okay. So this was worked on, but there are no scratch marks. So I'm going to go ahead and check these lockers. They're not here. They could be out, but what we want to do is we want to go to where the person got saved, because that's going to be our best bet on where we're going to get survivors stabbed, you know? See that right here? And they got the gen done that we wanted them to get done, which is exactly what we wanted. Remember, she has balanced landing, so we're going to wait a second. And then we will pursue again. So we're going to hit her. Anybody in our terror radius? Doesn't look like it. We're going to drop it. And then we're going to keep following her. Now she's bringing us away from the generators, which is not good. We need to be a bit keen on that. But we just want to keep following. We might have to break this. Nah, she was too scared. It would have been better for her to stay around this. So hopefully we can get her before she finds a pallet. But we should be good because we got Bloodlust. Oh, we're not. And we just kind of keep chasing. Don't know which way she went though. She went this way. Okay, there she is. She made a mistake. Alright, so we've only got one gen left, so we need to be super careful. Oh, they're on this one. Oh, there it goes. And we're gonna go ahead and stab him. See if he throws it down. Everybody's lagging. And then we're gonna basically... We're gonna hit her again because she's going back for the pallet. See if we can scare her away from it. She's gonna hit this. Let's see what she does. Okay. So we wanted to see if she would linger around the pallet. That was like our main goal. And we're just gonna keep chasing. Oh, there's the Nomai there. And that's pretty much GG. So that's kind of how you play them. You know, we kind of lost momentum when we lost the chase with the flashlight. So you just kind of got to be careful of that, and that's basically how you play it. If I would have had my better perks, I think it would have went a lot better. But that's kind of how you play.